So when it comes to the pipe work, as we can see on one slide, as the mid-position valve is placed, a short pipe, 22mm, goes to the cylinder flow with an air vent, as you can see here on the drawing, because we need to remove the air as the valve is filling. So we need to move the motor over to the manual setting to allow the air bubbles and of course the water to fill up, and it needs an escape route, and that's when this 1/2" BSP automatic air vent, the brass one there, gets rid of the air. But of course on the other side of the valve, which is the A side, goes to the radiators, A as in rads, and that elbow needs an automatic air vent, the same as the other side, obviously. So the quicker we can remove the air, the sooner we finish, and we don't get the blockages and the problems. And don't forget, as well as this, is we have to put our inhibitor in, and I always recommend 2 bottles in a system for a 3-bedroom semi. So if we can keep the pressure to 1 bar, because that's all it needs, we avoid this. The valve seizes up after a few years. High pressure means problems. By fitting an automatic bypass and keeping the pressure at 1 bar, we've got a happy system that can quite easily last 10 years instead of the normal 4, 5, 6, which is what we get. So now we're going to go into a Keynote presentation, PowerPoint if you are on a Microsoft, all about the pipes and what happens and what should happen, what doesn't happen. Just to confirm and reiterate, port A goes to the radiators with a 13 kilowatt load, B goes to the bath cylinder. Again, we have to keep reminding installers that every system has to have an automatic bypass to keep the flow rate through the boiler at a constant level. It does have to be fitted. This drawing just confirms that from Honeywell Home, and all of the manufacturers will say exactly the same thing. They all have to have an automatic bypass, not a gate valve, not a bullet fix valve, or nothing. It has to have an automatic one to keep that pressure constant. Again, we can see on the chart that's given out to all installers know this, or should know this, you can only have 13 kilowatts of radiators in a 3-bedroom semi or on this valve. If you haven't got that, then your house must be freezing or it's expensive to run. When it comes to pressure, it's 1 bar. It's been 1 bar for quite a few years. So if your pressure is 1.5, 2 bars, you will get these valves seizing up. Doesn't matter who makes them. They don't like high pressure. Also, they need an inhibitor to make sure that all the pipes are clean. If somebody says to you, I'm going to replace the little motor for an orange one, you're being ripped off, because firstly, Honeywell is not orange, but it's blue, but that's not going to solve the problem if the valve is seized up. You're being ripped off by a criminal. On the wiring side, I've made it as easy as possible. So from the book, I've made the blue, earth, grey and orange wires much fatter. And you can see how they're spread out. We have the live and the neutral all in the same place. When it comes to schematic, this is even easier, as you can follow. All the programmers, 4 goes to 4 goes to 4 on the wiring strip. And this is easy to follow, and it's on page 43. When it comes to measuring the voltage where the motor is in particular, then I've used this one and replaced it with another drawing which we get from Honeywell Home Technical, and you put the multimeter on AC, black lead on earth, and then you put the red lead on orange, white or grey, and depending where you get your voltage is, as you see, that's where the valve is. All our books and apps are in colour, so don't forget you can download the apps from whichever store you go to. They're all $4.99, so there's no dearer, no cheaper as well. The books you can order from the website, from the shop, and they're sent out immediately as fast as we can. Here's a little bit extra revision where I've gone into depths about the rip-offs or the problems, so you can see and learn finally everything to do with the mid-position valve. No matter who makes it, it will be exactly the same situation, it's exactly the same wiring. Also a reminder, get that heating tested every month for 3 to 5 minutes to make sure that the valves move and the heating works correctly. It's good for the system and it's cheaper than breaking down at Christmas Eve. So thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to our channel on YouTube and Facebook as well. So if you have any comments, please leave them down below and I'll respond to you as quickly as possible. Thanks for watching the videos, and I hope they've been of use to the homeowner and the installer and breakdown engineer. These are the other videos that I've made to do with just this valve, the Y-plan mid position. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we appreciate that, and look at some of the other videos which may help you to reduce your costs and keep that boiler and system running for longer without breakdowns. So once again, thanks very much and take care.